And waiting to join us with some of the people who are marching past is Tina Dahili. Let's join her, Tina.
Yes, I am. The People's Procession is taking place just behind us, and it is quite something to look at. I'm joined by Catherine Davis and her mother Sally, who are about to join the procession. Thank you for stopping to speak to us. You have a relative who served in the First World War. Who was he? His name was Padre Railton, and he was actually an army chaplain, and so he never actually carried a gun, but it's a real honour to be here today to commemorate him and obviously all the others as part of this national remembrance today. Sally, when did you first find out about him?
I imagine it was when I was a child. We were taken to Westminster Abbey and shown the tomb of the unknown warrior, and it was a great honour to visit it and visit his grave later on and so on.
And that's significant because he came up with that very idea.
He did indeed. He was billeted at a place called Erquim-Lys in France, and he was he'd just buried a comrade in the dusk, and he was standing in the garden of the house that he was staying in, and in the garden there was a little cross to a soldier from the Black Watch. It just said unknown soldier, and a very simple cross, and he thought, what can we do to commemorate in memory of all these soldiers who had no known graves? And that's when he came up with the idea.
The grave of the unknown warrior. When did you first realise, I suppose, the magnitude of his idea and the impact it's had on so many people?
I suppose, like my mother, growing up, obviously, he was a really important part of our lives. But I think for me, it was when the Duchess of Cambridge got married and we saw her bouquet being put on the tomb, and then obviously subsequent weddings, the most recent one this year, obviously. But yeah, it's just something that we as a family are incredibly proud of. It's a really important thing for people to be able to go and remember people who lost their lives, and there's nowhere to go to remember them. So those 4 bodies were brought back, and one of them was then picked. So the body in that tomb is unknown, and so it's perhaps for everybody here today who has no place to go and visit, it remains a central place. But yeah.
It's one of the most visited war graves in the world. When did you first visit it?
I visited it when I was about 10, and actually we visited it, and then we were actually allowed to go behind the scenes in Westminster Abbey to go and look at the original letter that he wrote to the King with his idea. But that manuscript is there, so we saw that and the other books, and yeah, it's an idea that has run around the whole world. It's not just here.
How does it feel then to be here today, to be remembering him?
Oh, it's wonderful, absolutely fantastic. I can't thank everybody enough for bringing it to their attention. And his flag flies in Westminster Abbey, Padre Railton's flag, and it was the flag that was draped on the coffin when it was brought back. And he used it in the battlefields as a makeshift altar, as an altar cloth, and he was just an amazing man. Sadly, I was only about 3 when he died, so I didn't really know him that well, but his memory lives on.
Thank you so much for talking to us today. We'll let you join the procession. Thank you.